Yesterday's show closed with a Halo Infinite trailer that resurrected Master Chief and brought so many questions. Right now, Graham is with someone that might just be able to answer them.
That's right, so many questions, but luckily Chris Lee from 343 is here to take us through the Halo Infinite trailer and provide a director's commentary of sorts. So Chris, how you doing first of all?
I'm doing
Big day
great.
Yesterday.
So excited to be here at E3 and here on Inside Xbox today.
Pleasure to have you here. So we're going to talk through the trailer. Let's roll it up here. Tell us, what should we be looking for in the Halo Infinite trailer from yesterday?
Yeah, one thing that I think is really cool that I see people online that are kind of asking questions about is that was the briefing was the opening sequence for our campaign with Master Chief.
Right.
So that's in-engine, in our new Slipspace engine, the opening sequence for the game, kind of launching the story of Master Chief.
Okay, awesome. Now, one of the questions I had was it opened on this man here, this mysterious pilot. Can you tell us more about who this is?
Yeah, we're not talking a lot about the pilot at E3 this year, but he is a new character to the Halo universe, and we're really taking our time to introduce the pilot and bring him in for players in a really careful way where you get to learn about the pilot and emotionally connect with him throughout this piece. You'll be seeing the pilot more in Halo Infinite.
And tell us about that moment. It's like a really iconic moment where he wipes the screen and Master Chief's floating out there. Can you give us some more context about what's going on there?
Yeah, that moment when the pilot is kind of at his lowest of low.
Right.
He's watching the hologram, kind of saying goodbye to his family, probably thinking that he's breathing his last breaths. He hears this signal, and he runs to that window, and then trying to get him on comms. He can't understand why this UNSC friendly isn't responding. Wipes the glass, and it's been amazing to see that reveal of Master Chief and how both that was an amazing moment at the show, and how our fans have kind of taken that and put their own creativity into it after the fact all over the internet.
All right. I want to go back to you saying that was in-game engine footage that we were seeing. So, what's the community been asking you, and how do you want to respond to some of that question?
Yeah, so we debuted the Slipspace trailer last year, and we built all of that content inside of the Slipspace engine. This year is really important to us to go back and build the opening sequence of the game, and it was really exciting to be able to share that with our fans, all inside the new engine so they can get a feel for the game and how it will kind of unwrap and show Master Chief the start of his journey in Halo Infinite.
And can you tell us more about the Slipspace engine itself and how that's going to impact Halo Infinite?
Yeah, so the Slipspace engine is really this labor of love for 343. We've invested heavily. It's going to be the foundation of our next 10 years of Halo experiences, and it really brings together the most powerful tool set we've ever had to empower a creative team to iterate and create this great experience with the ambition of Halo Infinite, which we couldn't have achieved or realized in our old technology, and then combines that with the promise of all of these platforms. We're shipping on more platforms than we ever have before in the Xbox One family. We're going to PC at launch for the first time.
Right.
And then, of course, the power of Scarlet. We get to ship in holiday 2020 alongside Scarlet.
Excellent. Now, we're just seeing Master Chief's armor here. And I know the GIF I've seen time and time again is when his armor drops down. Talk to us about the design principles and the philosophy behind the way you're going with the armor and everything else you'll see in Infinite.
Yeah, the art direction for Halo Infinite that Nicolas Bouvier, our art director, has really kind of honed in. You can really see the core of that on Master Chief. Our art direction is embracing the full legacy of Halo, taking those iconic themes that players know and love, and then bringing them together and evolving them to create something new. So Master Chief is heavily inspired by Halo 3. It has elements of Halo 4 and Halo 5, and even Halo Legends from the extended fiction. We bring that together and create something that's really distinct and new and special for our fans.
And that's being applied to the sound design as well, right? I mean, one of the things I noticed was the shield recharge sound.
Yeah.
Was very reminiscent of Combat Evolved. Is that something you're going after?
Absolutely. Music and sound are so central to the identity of Halo.
Absolutely.
It's really hard to even talk about Halo without hearing the monks when you're talking about it. Marty O'Donnell and Michael Salvatore kind of set that tone and then had this iconic sound design like the shield recharge effect. And we really want to embrace that. And we have brought on board a new music supervisor, Joel Yarger, who is working with Curtis Schweitzer. We charged him with finding this accomplished composer that could take that legacy of Halo music and sound and bring his own creativity and vision. And that is what you got to experience in Discover Hope. We had Curtis compose all of the music for that opening sequence. And we're really excited to share more of their music vision in the future.
Great, I can't wait to hear it. One of the things I personally loved about the trailer was it felt very focused, it felt very emotional. You know, you mentioned the moment earlier where the pilot is watching this hologram of, I assume, his wife, and you can hear his child in the background. What was the thinking behind going that direction with the trailer?
Yeah, we wanted to really embrace this great storytelling legacy in Halo. And we definitely wanted to be about Master Chief. Master Chief is the center of any of our stories, but we wanted to introduce the pilot and really connect the player to them in a deep way. Our associate creative director, Paul Crocker, is also a writer, and Dan Chozich, our narrative experience director, really wrote and brought this whole opening sequence of the game to life. And one of the great storytelling elements that they've woven into it is kind of reconnecting with some of that feeling you got the first time you stepped on a Halo ring, where there's so much to discover and explore, and we're just really leaning back into that sense of mystery and wonder that Halo has always had. So.
Right. We're getting close to wrapping up, I'm afraid, but I'm going to sneak in another question.
Okay, one more.
Tell us about the end of the trailer. It ends on a bit of a cliffhanger. Can you tell us about, I know you're probably not going to be able to tell us what's next, but tell us about the motivation of Master Chief at that point. You know, what happens next?
We're definitely going to leave some of that shrouded in that sense of mystery and wonder, leave players with some questions, but that was a really important part of the trailer where Master Chief is going into a very Forerunner environment to kind of reconnect.
All right, good to know. All right, and just very quickly, finally, what was it like being in the theater and hearing the fan reaction in the moment?
Oh, it was amazing in the theater. It's at 343, we always really are motivated to build great things for our fans, and we spend a lot of time working on these experiences and this content to bring it to life. It's just so meaningful to be there and hear people and hear the excitement in the room and get to see that firsthand. It's really an honor to be able to be a part of that.
Excellent. Chris, thank you so much. I've got more questions. I'm going to try and fit them in afterwards. Hey, we were talking earlier that there's a really, really amazing blog post on Halo Waypoint. So head over there, read that, and lots more information there. All right.